Hey guys, we all know the importance of attitude and how attitude helps shape our success. Just like the old saying that goes, attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Actually, that wasn't that long ago, that was from Winston Churchill. But anyways, here are your 10 mottos on attitude for today.
This video is unsponsored, or you could say self-sponsored by Jrlee's new book. Remember to get one at your nearest bookstore, or if you're too lazy to get outside of your house, just remember it's also available on the internet. Stop being lazy, be diligent, and back to the video.
Number 1. It is our attitude at the beginning of a difficult task which, more than anything else, will affect its successful outcome. Goes without saying. The mind determines the actions. What's going on up here determines what you do with your body down here. The mind determines the actions, and your actions determine the outcome. Simple logic. What I would like to emphasize is what happens before the mind process. Namely, what helps shape your attitude, what helps shape your mentality in the first place. And that is, besides your genes, your environment, what you're exposed to, what you see, what you listen to, what you learn from, who you learn from. All those things help shape your mentality in the first place. So, choose wisely. For instance, watching this video. Wise choice. Number 2. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us. Agree. It's just like the law of action and reaction. You give an object an action force, and your hand out, retake. You give an object an action force, and the object, which in this case is my hand, gives my fist an equivalent reaction force. So it's action force, reaction force, action force, reaction force. So the next time someone punches you in the face, stop whining, because his knuckles hurts just as much as your face does. It's called fair play. And to adapt that to a real life situation, well, say for instance if you're looking for some opportunities. What kind of opportunities? Maybe you're looking for someone new. Maybe you're looking for a decent date. Then you probably wouldn't want to be like me, working on my laptop 24/7, writing these crappy scripts, editing these crappy videos, wishing on a shooting star that something good might happen. No, you should be going out there, meeting new people, mingling with people. That's how you're going to increase your chances of meeting someone new and finding that someone special. Dating advice from JR. Probably not going to be useful. Number 3. Everything can be taken from a man or woman, but one thing. The last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. I think I've read of this before in, I think it was Stephen Covey's book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I might need to double check on that. As a matter of fact, let's do that now. Yep, right in here, Dr. Viktor Frankl. He was a world-renowned psychiatrist, a Holocaust survivor. At one point, he spent time in Auschwitz, which I cannot imagine. During his imprisonment, through the numerous extreme mental and physical tortures, he came to realize that he could decide himself how all of that was going to affect him. It was a kind of self-awareness, self-awakening, self-ownership, knowing that I can't control what's going on around me, but I can control what's happening inside me. I can control how I respond and react to the external world. And upon reading that, all I have is respect for Dr. Frankl. Respect and rest in peace. And that kind of reminds me of what my mom used to tell me when I was in the military. Crappy place, by the way. My mom would always say, "They can take away your freedom, but they can never mess around with your head." Yep, that's how all moms talk. Number 4. You cannot tailor-make the situations in life, but you can tailor-make the attitudes to fit those situations. Agree. Next, this is from Wade Boggs. You don't know who Wade Boggs is? For real? Honestly? Actually, I didn't know myself either. I had to look it up. Shame on me, because it turns out he's a famous Red Sox player. How could I have not known his name? Like, I know Roger Clemens, I know Manny. Wade Boggs? Now that I think of it. Oh, gosh. Anyways, he's in the Baseball Hall of Fame, that kind of famous. So if you didn't know, now you do. Wade says, "Our lives are not determined by what happens to us, but how we react to what happens. Not by what life brings us, but the attitude we bring to life." Basically saying you can't control what life pitches at you. It could be a knuckleball, a curveball, it's not up to you, but you can control how you swing at it. Whoosh! Sayonara! That's what I love about athletes. They make everything so visualized, so easy to understand. Number 6. This is from an athlete too. The US women's soccer team, Heather O'Reilly, legendary player. She says, coaches will eventually notice a great attitude and they respect that. Downright true. Because my soccer coach always tells me all the time that a player is only as good as his will to carry out the coach's tactics. And that, my friend, is called attitude. So the next time you don't get played, stop whining. Someone's got to warm those benches, just not me. Next! This is from an athlete too, tennis player. The ideal attitude is to be physically loose and mentally tight. Whew. Love this one. Reminds me of Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch. So the key point to the 1-inch punch is, now all of a sudden I'm a martial artist, is that you have to keep your body loose. Keep it all loose. The only moment that you tighten your fist and every inch of your muscles is when you make contact with the object or the enemy's face and hear that sweet noise of breaking someone else's nose. Oh! If your body is stiff throughout the process, then it deters the transmission of the power from the ground to your legs, your thighs, your hips, your waist, to the upper body, to your arms, and to your fists. You have to keep your body loose. And the only moment you tighten your fist, your body, is when you make contact. And that's the same with life. I think you always have to have that laid back, don't worry, be happy attitude. But when things get real, when you come face to face with your challenges, that's when you got to tighten your mentality. That's when you got to show people what you got. Otherwise, chill, my friend, just chill. Next. The secret of genius is to carry the spirit of the child into old age, which means never losing your enthusiasm. More than true, my brother. Moreover, what I found is the more you stay young up here, the younger you stay here within your heart, the younger you stay out here, your appearance. It helps erase the wrinkles. Best skincare product, better than SK2. Yay! Next. People may hear your words, but they feel your attitude. This is kind of like actions speak louder than words, but a bit more subtle. But your attitude, it shows, it glows through the way you walk, talk, and present yourself. People will pick it up. People will notice. By the way, is it subtler or more subtle? I never figured it out. Anyways, next. And last but not least, number 10. In every new era, new thoughts and ideas come out every now and then. And thus, we ought to keep renewing the way we listen to, perceive, and put them into action. I think the best way to understand this is to picture, to imagine the current of the era like this big hardware, while on the other hand, the human mind is the software. So while the hardware keeps developing cutting-edge technology, avant-garde thoughts, ideologies, in order to keep up with it, we need to keep updating our software too. Get the picture? Perfect analogy. Nailed it. You're welcome. And so those are your 10 mottos on attitude for the day to help you get the right attitude in life. Hope you liked it. If you don't, you better watch your attitude. To our next video, I'll see you next time. Peace.